Utusasrid kengi fynya hagalna odisiora pertra iu algisol tyr bjarka mader lagu ingoda lagespe bjarka mader Hi and welcome back to my channel. I am Koala and this is my little nook in this end of the universe that we call YouTube. I am a shamanic practitioner mainly within Nordic shamanism, and I'm here to continue our journey through the Uthark this November and December. So this is the 5th video in this series, and in this video I will talk about Berkhana, Ehwas, Mannaz and Laguz. And what I will talk about is their commonalities, what they have in common. I will talk a little bit about the number magic. I will share what I felt when I meditated with these runes for this little video. And then I will share some unique aspects of each and every rune. And of course, the aspects that I talk about is not end all be all for any of the runes, because that would take forever. If you would like to know more about the runes, you are very welcome to join my tier apprentice for 2026, to join my course Walk with the Runes that will go on from the full moon of January to almost all the way through December of 2026, where we will walk with the runes one at a time. So what do these runes have in common? The first thing I want to talk about is goddesses. So when this video comes out, I might have already shared a video about goddesses and the Nordic goddess ceremonies, where I will talk about all of the goddesses that I celebrate in a year and the runes that are connected to them. So 3 of the runes that I'm going to talk about in this video have goddesses connected to them. One of the runes has a goddess that I don't celebrate during the year with the other goddesses, and I'm going to talk about that one first. So first off, I'm going to talk about Berkhana. And Berkhana is the rune of the Earth Mother. And I don't celebrate the Earth Mother as an archetype or as a goddess in and of herself during the year. I work with her on a regular basis. I connect to her when I put my roots down with each and every ceremony that I do and meditation that I do. So I do that every day, and I connect to her every day. There's also another face to her, which is Hel, and Hel is connected to the next rune, which is or Ehwas. And this is the rune for Hel, for Helheim, for the realm of death. And we celebrate her in October on the same date as Samhain or All Hallows Eve. So yeah, Hel is the goddess of life and death, and she's also way back we celebrated her here in Sweden as the Earth Mother. So the view of her has grown a little bit apart from the Earth Mother, but they are one and the same. So that's one of the reasons I don't celebrate the Earth Mother, but it's all as the one goddess. But it's also the fact that I connect with the Earth Mother on a daily basis. So the next rune is the one that doesn't have a goddess connected to it, and that is Mannaz. So we jump to Laguz instead, and Laguz is the rune for Ran. Ran is the goddess of the ocean, and she has 9 daughters that are waves. We celebrate Ran and the water element and the realm of Vanaheim in August, the beginning of August each year. So the next aspect I want to talk about is that all of these runes, the 4 of these runes, have places on the map of Cosmos that I work with. And this is the backside of my cloth that I use to pull runes and draw runes, and where I put my runes when I work with them and when I use divination or whatever, or Seder. So this is the backside, and this is also a spread that I share in... I do have a playlist with that I share up here somewhere with videos on all of the 9 worlds, and also a video about the spread, the 9 worlds. So let's get into the 9 worlds with these 4 runes. So we have Berkhana, which is one of the middle worlds, and on the map you can find it to the left. This is the realm of Svartalfheim, which is where all of our shadows live. The shadows that are the parts of ourselves that we are aware of on some level. We know they're there, but we might not want to see them. We hide them from ourselves and we hide them from other people. And then we have Ehwas, that is Hel's rune, and the rune for the realm of death, Helheim, which we find in the lower worlds, on the map. So this is the realm of death. And then in the middle of the map we have Midgard or Mannheim, and this is the realm of people. So this is the rune of humans, and this is the realm of the humans. And this realm has different depth, I would say, because it's both the realm that we are currently in, the realm of the humans, but it's also the realm of behind the veils, where lost spirits are found, people that have passed away but haven't passed over yet. And it's also part of the 9 worlds that we can go to, like a symbolic world where we can journey to and find things out about ourselves and the universe, and we can journey to Mannheim with different purposes for ourselves, but also outside of ourselves. So if we want to make a difference for a place on the earth, we do that by journeying to Mannheim. So this world, but behind the veils, and work there. And then Laguz is the rune for Vanaheim, which is one of the upper worlds where all our emotions and intuition and the element of water is on the map. So then we get into the number magic. And the numbers for these runes are 17, 18, 19 and 20, which means that 3 of these runes, Berkhana, Ehwas and Mannaz, has the number 1 in common. And I talked a lot about that in my previous video, where I talked about the ancient raw power of Urus and how that connects to and manifests in the 4 runes that I talked about last week, that all had the number 1 with them. So that aspect is true for these 3 runes as well. Then we have Laguz that has the number 2 instead of the 1. And this connects this rune to Thurisas, the second rune of the Uthark, and the chaotic, destructive energy of the giants. So when I meditated with these runes, what I immediately felt and saw was the places on the map, and I want to share a little bit about how we can work with those. So this is what I felt when I meditated with these runes. I saw in front of me Svartalfheim, the home of the Black Elves and our shadow selves. So I want to talk about shadow work. So with these 4 runes we can work with shadow work on different levels. So the first level is that we go into Svartalfheim and we draw out our own shadows into the light, into Mannheim, but also into the home of the light elves, which is connected to Sovelo that I talked about in the previous video. So we bring out these shadow parts of ourselves so that we can accept them and as a part of our whole self that is found in Mannaz and Mannheim, because in Mannheim all of our parts of ourselves should live. We should have them all there and accept them and love them and integrate them into our being. And then we have parts of ourselves that we don't see, or that we are aware of but we don't want to see them, and those are the parts that are in Svartalfheim, the home of the Black Elves, that we should pull into Mannheim. So we can also go deep with shadow work and go into Helheim and really face our existence, our anxieties, and our connection to death and transformation. When we go deep into Helheim and we want to take parts of ourselves from there up to Mannheim, we need to do it with soul retrieval, and it's a really deeper and bigger process. So it's nothing we can just go there, we can dig a little and then bring back up. It's more than that, but it's still a part of shadow work, even though it's deeper shadow work. And a part of the process of shadow work that is one that we find in Laguz, and that is that we need to sit with everything. We need to feel it, accept it, and it's the feel of it all and the emotions that come into this process that we can find in Vanaheim that is connected to Laguz. And when trying to find the unique aspects of these 4 runes, that's a bit harder, because I was thinking about Berkhana first, and I was thinking about empathy, but empathy is also part of Mannaz because it's a part of being human. And then I was thinking about the Earth Mother, but the Earth Mother we can also find as a part of Hel. So, and that is a part of Ehwas. So, I came to the conclusion that the unique aspect of Berkhana that I want to share with you today is the aspect that this is the only one of these 4 runes that is connected to a tree, a type of tree, and that is the birch tree, which we do sometimes call the mother tree. So yeah, and this is so, typical when working with the runes, that we pull on one end and we end up in another, and it's the journey that is the fun part. That is why I love walking with the runes and working with the runes in cycles. So the next one is or Ehwas, and this also have aspects that we can connect to the other runes as well, but the aspect that is unique for these 4 runes is that this is the only rune that is connected to journeying, and this is the rune for the horse, Sleipnir, that we journey by sitting on, and so we ride Sleipnir to the other worlds, and the horse that we journey with is the drum. So this is the rune of the drum, and whatever we use to journey, whatever we use as a horse to journey. And then we have Mannaz. So the unique aspect for Mannaz is that it may not be the only rune connected to aspects of humanity, but it is the only rune that connects all of the aspects of humanity, good, bad, ugly. And then we have Laguz, which is it's not the only rune connected to an element out of these 4, because Berkhana is connected to the element of earth. So but it is the only rune that has flow as a part of it. So it has this active aspect of being the rune for flow, inside of us, outside of us, and in everything we do. So yeah, I had to really think about that one, because it was so easy to just connect all of these runes on all different levels in some way and just go, like this with them. And almost dance with them. So I had to kind of break free from that to really focus on the unique aspects. So with that said, thank you for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. I hope you comment if you have any questions, and if you want to know more about the runes, please join me on my Patreon. And I want to end this video by thanking all of my Patreons on all the tiers. Thank you for being there, for supporting me, for celebrating Sunway together, because that's what we do on the tier of Curious right now. And yeah, I hope that you walk in beauty. And I will see you here, I will see you there, I will see you everywhere in the worldwide web of life, the dream time. Xingling.